Welcome to a new video. In this video, I will show you the law of sines. Specifically, we will see how to find the area of a triangle by using sine, and also sine formulas applied to a triangle. For example, suppose that we have such a triangle, and in such a triangle, we can define area as 1 divided by 2 times a times b times sine c. As you can see, those values are all different, right? For example, a times b, those are lengths, okay? Length a times length b, and times the angle between them, okay? The angle between them is c, so that's why we put here sine c. Again here, b times c, okay? This is b and this is c, times the angle between them, which is a, but it's going to be sine a, of course. And similarly, this is also equal to 1 divided by 2 times a times c times b. As you can see, all of those values are different. A, c, b, b, c, a, b, c. You can memorize it in this way, actually. And because all of them are equal to each other, okay, so if you make them equal to each other, this one with this one with this one, and also this one with this one, and then because there is 1 divided by 2 in all cases, okay, so just cross out those values, and this is what you're going to come up. Because you can make them equal to each other, for example, let's say just take first two, okay. If you take the first two equations, because b is on the both sides, just simplify b values, and then what we have is a times sine c, okay, just let me write here, a times sine c is c times sine a. And here, if you want to write them as a cross multiplication, guys, or divide both sides by a and then c, then what you're going to have is this, actually. For example, this is a and c, right? Just take those two, apply the cross multiplication. A times sine c is equal to sine a times c, which is this. Similarly, if you take the last two here, and then you can obtain the others as well. So finally, we can say that we can define such equations, guys. A divided by sine a, which is equal to b divided by sine b, and that is also equal to c divided by sine c. This is, or that is, which are equal to each other. These are called law of sines. So basically, these are our formulas in this video. And let's take a look at some examples regarding these formulas. And we have an example, and in the example it says evaluate the area of the given triangle. And in our triangle, the length c is given as 6. Why? Because it is the opposite sides of angle c. And length a, which is given as 8. Why? Because this is at the opposite side of angle A. And angle B is given as 30. So we have C times A times angle B, right? Which is actually the third formula that we have here. So according to our formula, we can find the area as, let's say A represents area, as A is equal to 1 divided by 2 times A, which is 8, times C, which is 6, times sine B. And b is 30 degrees, so sine 30, guys. And let's simplify the equation. This 2 goes with this 8. Why? Because if you divide 8 by 2, we're going to have 4. And if you divide 2 by 2, we're going to have 1 here. And 1 divided by 1 is going to be 1. So we're going to have a as 4 times 6 times sine 30 is 1 divided by 2, guys. And that is equal to, guys, and again, just simplify that 2 by this 4. We're going to have 2 here. So area is 2 times 6. Which gives us the answer as 12, guys. And for the people who don't know how to find the trigonometric values, I already made a video. You can just take a look at one of my previous videos about how to find the trigonometric functions. And let's take a look at our next example. And in this question, guys, it says find the length c below. As you can see here, guys, we have sine a and the length a, and sine c, and we are asked to find length c. So we can write c divided by sine c, and that is equal to, guys, a divided by sine a. And we don't know the value of c, but we know sine c, right, which is sine 45. So we can write c divided by sine 45, and that is equal to, guys, a is given to us as square root of 2, right? Square root of 2 divided by a is 30 degrees, so we have sine 30 here, guys. If this is the case, and then we have c divided by sine 45 is square root of 2 divided by 2, guys, and that is equal to square root of 2 divided by sine 30 is 1 divided by 2, guys. From here, what I'm going to do is c times, because we are dividing c by this fraction, okay, we're going to take the inverse of this fraction and then just multiply it as it is. So we're going to have 2 divided by square root of 2. And that is equal to, guys, square root of 2 times, again, we will do the same thing for this 1 divided by 2. It's going to be 2 divided by 1, guys. I'm going to just write it here, guys. 2c divided by square root of 2. And that is equal to, guys, 2 square root of 2 divided by 1. Here, if you apply the cross multiplication, square root of 2 times square root of 2 is going to be square root of 4. And we know that square root of 4 is 2, guys. So on the right, we have actually 2 times 2. So let me continue at the upper left. 2c is 2 times 2, which is 4, guys. And if you divide both sides by 2, these are gone. And in this case, c is going to be 2, guys. And let's take a look at our last question in this video. And this is our last question, guys, in this video. And it says find sine C and the angle C by using the given triangle. And in our triangle, guys, angle A is given as 150, and we don't know angle C. And also length A is 10, and length C is 5, guys. So immediately you can remember C divided by sine C, and that is equal to, guys, A divided by sine A. So length C is 5, okay? 5 divided by, we are looking for sine C, so I'm going to just put it here, sine C, and that is equal to, guys, A is given as 10 divided by sine A is sine 150, because A is 150, so we're going to have sine 150 here, guys. And we need to convert that 150 to an angle where we can find its value. For example, if you remember in our previous video, I will show you how to do that. Sine 150 can be written as, guys, sine 180 or pi, right, minus 30. And that is equal to, guys, because this angle is in the second region, okay? And in the second region, sine was positive. So we're going to have plus sine 30, guys. And sine 30 is 1 divided by 2. So from here, we're going to have 5, just let me continue here, 5 divided by sine C, and that is equal to, guys, 10 divided by 1 divided by 2, guys. And here we are dividing 10 by 1 divided by 2, and what we're going to do here is 10 times, I'm going to take the inverse of 1 divided by 2, so it's going to be 2 divided by 1, guys. So here we're going to, on the right, we're going to have 20 divided by 1, actually. So we're going to have 5 divided by sine C, and that is equal to, guys, 20 divided by 1. And if you apply the cross multiplication, you can solve this question. Or if you remember from the ratio, what we can do is just take this sine C here, okay, and then bring this 20 right here. So in both ways, you can obtain sine C divided by 1, and that is equal to, guys, 5 divided by 20, guys. And if you simplify the fraction from the right side, okay, 5 divided by 5 is 1, but 20 divided by 5 is going to give us 4. So from here, we see that sine C is 1 divided by 4, guys. And in our question, there were 2 questions actually. One question is sine C. This is what we found out already, okay, which is 1 divided by 4. And also we are asked to find the angle C. Well, how we can find the angle C? Well, if you remember, there was arc functions, okay? So what we can do here is, you can just, let me remind you the formula. Sine x is y, if this is the case, and then just switch those values, x and y, and then we're going to have arc sine y, that is x, guys. From similar logic, just change those values, okay? So C is going to be, just let me write it here, arc sine 1 divided by 4, guys. Let me put it here. Or just let me write it here. Arc sine 1 divided by 4 is the angle C, guys. More or less, these are the question types that you may encounter in this topic, guys. If you have any question, you can put them in the comment section below. Thank you for watching, and hopefully see you in the next video.